Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to my page, wherever you're seeing this video. It's almost Halloween in Samhain, and I wanted to do a video about 3 ways spirits show up during your tarot reading. So Halloween has always been my favorite holiday, and then I began reading about Wicca and the Wheel of the Year, and now I'm not Wiccan, but there's always been a sense of comfort and support that I didn't have growing up when I learned about it. And growing up, there was religion, and that was about fear, guilt, and shame. Raise your hand if you went through the same thing. So if you're watching this, you probably celebrate one or both. Let me know in the comments which one appeals to you, or if you like both of them, like I do. So for me, the season is more than treats and spooky movies. And I've been doing Spirited Samhain readings for a few years now and wanted to share how spirits show up during them, or really any time of the year. So I am Svetlana Kurjaninow, an intuitive reader and Reiki healer. I opened Moonthral in 2008 and help women direct their lives with ease and confidence by using intuition, oracles, and magic. So kind of a trifecta there. Trying not to smudge this lipstick is amazing. I usually don't wear bright reds, but I'm loving it. I have this like witchy auntie thing going on. So I'm not a medium, but I am clairvoyant and clairsentient. That means I see and feel things. Whenever I say that, I kind of feel like Tywin, Tyrion Lannister. I'm messing up. Tyrael is in Diablo. What's his name? Please tell me his name. You know him. He's like one of my favorite characters when he goes, I drink and I know things. Yeah, I totally forgot his name. So, yeah, I'm not a medium. So I am clairvoyant and clairsentient. And that's how I get information from your spirit team and from the cards and the runes and the whatever I'm using at the time. Or sometimes it's just plain old, clairvoyance and clairsentience things just pop up. So that means they appear just like any other vision I get in my mind, like I'm picturing my bedroom. So picture a room in your home right now. That's how things show up for me. Nothing pops out of walls. Nothing crazy happens. And that's kind of how I like it. I want to see things, same as Reiki. I see things in my head. I picture the client in front of me, and I imagine them just like I do anything else, and I get information. I can see chakras and areas that need work and all that. It's kind of the same across the board. So spirits can show up, especially during Samhain readings. And thanks to everyone who bought a Spirited Samhain bundle. This time around, your readings are going to start going out tomorrow. And I already have messages written down for some of you. I couldn't fall asleep last night, so I decided to get a head start for the week and started kind of tuning in to, it was a very like, kind of like, not overwhelming, but it was a very, I guess, magically successful. Like I love working mental magic. I love doing some of the techniques and processes that Neville Goddard teaches, like revision, and it's all like mental magic. It's all using your imagination. So I already got a heads up on the week, so they're going to start going out tomorrow. So on to 3 ways spirits show up in your tarot reading. So 1, they appear as elementals or other deities. So these aren't always angels or loved ones that show up. They can be gods, goddesses, or other types of spirits. Some of you may know that I've worked with Vesta for years, and I actually found out through a psychic years ago that she wanted to help me, and I kind of saw why. I was kind of going through a tough time, I was really unsure. I wasn't my living situation wasn't super it wasn't super stable or comfortable like everyone I had moved in with. My sister, I think her fiance at the time, everyone was like either moving out or they wanted to sell the house, and then I was losing my job, so things were really up in the air for me. So thankfully I learned about that. I got a really good reading, and the psychic was like, yeah, Vesta likes you. She wants to work with you. I would reach out to her. I would read up on her, and I'm like, sweet. And I always had a thing with, the Greek gods and goddesses, and especially Vesta, because she doesn't like drama. And she's productive, and she loves doing like homebody stuff, like, working, organizing, tidying, decorating, making things comfortable. And at the time, and still now, I just do, I run my business. I knit. I make stuff for my business, and I'm more of a homebody. So I could definitely see why. And, I got stories about people's readings and how these spirits show up. So one woman had asked about an entity she'd been working with. I was like, cool, that's new. I believed it was an elemental because he looked blue and he was with water. And his purpose was to be a muse, at least with her at that time. And he seemed interested in her writing and matched the physical description I gave her. So that was interesting. That's the first time that happened. Just straight out, like, tell me about this entity. Okay. So 2, loved ones. They can be loved ones, angels, and other divine beings or guides. So this is the most obvious probably, but your loved ones, guides, and guardians at times do show up. This is the area I have most personal experience with, and you probably do too. This is the area most people ask about. They want to seek out, like, what's your spirit guide, or who's your spirit guide? What do your guides want you to know? So this is the area I have most personal experience with, and I love using visualizations and mental magic to travel to places. And I've actually taken a psychic development course where we met four different guides, including the realms and surroundings, and what came up. What came up for each one was fascinating. All their environments, all the places they were in were completely different and just kind of like unfolded in my mind, and I really didn't have to do anything to create it. It all just kind of like popped up, and let me see. So talking about psychic language, I'm an artist and I love cartoons, music, movies, so sometimes I'll use those as my psychic language. A lot of my clients have heard me say things like, I'm seeing Garfield, or I'm seeing a raccoon, and then I'll look it up, and this is another way spirit comes through as animal totems. Flowers are another one. Sometimes I'll see an actor, actress, or I'll get a song or something. All those things are, one, because like I love them, I grew up with them, I have a thing for music, I need to know if I'm watching a movie and I see an actor, I'm like, I know who that is, what were they in, and I'll like whip out my phone and start Googling. So this is all information that's easily Googleable if I don't know what a dandelion or a peony means or something. So these are things I have told clients before. So I'm an artist. I love music, movies. Sometimes I'll use those as my psychic language in your readings. So when I was doing when I was taking the psychic development course, I was like, my master guide looks like Da Vinci's self-portrait. He is a master. He is a master. He's one of my favorite artists, and we actually share the same birthday, April 15th, which I love. So sometimes when I see a deity, I'll say they look like a certain actor, or I'm getting a song, I'm getting lyrics. So angels and divine guides usually appear wearing a white gown. That's to kind of denote, holiness and purity. And just to make it easier for me to see that, I'd be like, oh, it's a white gown angel. In most cases, unless a human spirit becomes a guide for you in their afterlife, which is actually one of the messages I got for one of you people that are watching this. So you're going to be getting a reading this week. You have this awesome guide that's helping you have more fun and be less serious. It's kind of like what happened in my dream with Robin Williams. And I'm just going to say I woke up laughing so hard I was crying. It was amazing. So loved ones or spirits come up pretty normally during a reading, as they were in life. And those connected with your mother's side is on my left, left for feminine, and your father on my right for masculine. Except, again, the person that I got information for, you're the exception. You're very confusing. Yeah, I think I know what it means. So again, you'll be getting a reading this week. And 3, the last way spirits can show up in your reading. Last but not the only. These aren't the only 3 ways. So the 3rd way is as a collective energy. So this isn't something I usually see, but I feel it. And when this happens, it tends to be multiple generations or multiple spirits that band together to deliver a message. And it's always been very loving and supportive, and many times shows up when someone is using natural talents that previous generations could not. They're paving their own way in life, different from the rest of the family. And this has appeared in readings, big surprise, for witches, psychics, healers, and those blasting through generational trauma. Actually just did a post on that. If you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you may have read it. And many of my generation, I am an elder millennial, and you youngins are doing the same thing. Even if you have good opportunities, it may be tough for you to emotionally to reconcile the fact that you're on your own, that you're going against the grain, even though the grain is not for you, and it probably wasn't for a lot of your loved ones and the people that came before you. And you may feel you don't have a safety net, or that it's hard to maintain stability. So this collective oomph is actually a jolt of energy from over the decades and centuries that, yes, we see you, we love you. You may be meeting up with us in a different form. They may be reincarnating as just like to show up as a signpost along your way, maybe a mentor or a guide. They're not necessarily going to be like walking with you and they may not be your spirit guide. But they're showing up still showing up in a very tangible way, like we're all still here, and you might actually, meet us as we're reincarnating, and so it is a powerful pep talk, and it's a demonstration that we're never alone. And it's also probably the most emotional way spirits have come through for clients, because there's so much love and power behind it. And it's their loved ones, and it may be loved ones that they knew, loved ones they did not know. So have you had an intuitive reading where spirit showed up, or do they have they given you messages in your daily life? Let me know in the comments. And we actually have a lot of spirit stories in my family, good and bad. Maybe I'll share a few sometime. I'll have like a campfire, like ghost story chat or something. And you can still book Spirited Samhain bundles for a couple of weeks this month. And lost my place. In the bundle, you're going to get a full video reading for you to download and keep and watch over and over again. My clients always say, like, they need it. There's so much information. They have, a notebook and a pen out. They're taking notes, and you can just relax and sit, pour yourself a drink, and enjoy your reading. And you'll also get a part of our group ritual. So this year, the focus is honoring the dead and how they live through you. Okay, what traits and gifts do you share with the generations before you? And I shared this on the post I just mentioned. My grandmother told fortunes for blini in Eastern Europe, and those are like Russian crepes. I don't blame her. I'm not surprised. They're super good. I would read for blini. And she was left-handed, but was made to write with her right. And my other grandma was a teacher and artist. So both my sister and I are lefties. My sister taught science for a while, and I majored in painting. So there you go. And you'll also find out what fall brings for you. So it's like a supportive, comforting way to get a heads up on the fall season and how your innate gifts are shaping your life. So you can book a Spirited Samhain bundle on my website at moonthral.com. I'll also post the link wherever I post this video. And thank you so much for watching. I invite you to follow me on Facebook, Instagram at moonthral.tarot. My website is moonthral.com. You can also sign up for my free newsletter. You also get that free Vesta workshop that I created a while ago. And I started working with her in that video, that workshop, and the accompanying spell. It's one page, you download it, you do it. That spell has helped women buy new houses. Okay, find new houses for themselves and their family. Tidy up financial things. Build wealth. Get stuff done. Whenever I light a candle to her on the altar, I get so much done, and it's not tiring. I'm not spinning my wheels. I'm not wasting any time. I crank out things in my home with my business. She is all about resourcefulness, confidence, productivity. So I invite you to, if that's interesting. It's about manifesting your ideal home with Goddess Vesta. So if you're interested in that, go to my website, sign up for the newsletter. Okay, so thank you all for watching. I wonder, I am looking forward to hearing about your experiences with readings. So take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.